Hello viewers, I'm Simon Preston and welcome to Reggae Boys Commentary. Jamaica against Curacao. It sounds familiar, doesn't it? Do you remember? Do you remember? Remember what happened when we took on Curacao in the Caribbean Cup final? You followed me along on my vlogs to Martinique for the Caribbean Cup. Jamaica played Curacao in the Caribbean Cup final 2017. Curacao took the lead. Jamaica equalised. Almost 90 seconds later, Curacao got the winner. 4 weeks later, we played them in the Gold Cup, defeated them 2-0, and the rest is history. Yeah, see that shirt right there? I wore that shirt in the stadium that day. Well, close to it. Remember this? See that blue shirt there? Yeah? Gina van Kessel gave me after Curaçao's game. Yeah. So this is the match preview. Jamaica doesn't have any players on the injury list, but Leon Bailey did pick up a knock at the end of the El Salvador encounter. He went through training quite well, and he's also looking sharp ahead of tomorrow's contest. We saw Junior Flemings and Andre Lewis start against El Salvador. That may be tweaked for the game against Curacao. They're going to be a team that's bombing forward for fun, so Kevin Lambert could be that player that can put that plug in and neutralize the threat that the Curacao team will have to possess. They have players from all angles that will be hoping to, put a sting into our back line. The likes of Bakuna, we know can cause problems. Gina van Kessel, the 26-year-old, doing some outstanding things in Europe. And from an attacking perspective, we need to be very selective of where we have our shots. Their goalkeeper is Eloy Room. Eloy Room plays for PSV in the Eredivisie, and a key component of his style of play, anything that comes towards him, he saves. But if you give him a shot to save at a corner at the corner of the goal, near to the post, you make him dive, then you're putting him under some challenges. That is the way that we can get the better of him. 13 saves he made against Honduras, 13 saves. And he kept a clean sheet as they got the better of Honduras 1-0. He kept very well at the National Stadium too against El Salvador. Quite unlucky not to get a point on that occasion. But this Curacao team is coming. I'm not fearful, but if we're not on guard, we could very well be packing our bags tomorrow evening. What Curacao have been doing under their new regime since the dissolvement of the Netherlands Antilles, they have been operating a 4-4-2, 4-3-3, 4-5-1, and also a 3-5-2. So they can be quite unpredictable from those sorts of areas. You don't know what they're going to play, but bearing in mind that Jamaica, I expect Coach Whitmore to continue that same front three, the likes of Bailey, Deva Orgill and Brian Brown. I think they're going to have a four-man defence. I expect them to have a four-man defence against Jamaica. So, what are the permutations? A point for Jamaica and we're through to the quarterfinals, but it doesn't guarantee top spot. A victory, which betters a victory, can guarantee top spot, but it can also not, because it depends on the margin of the other game. If Jamaica beats Curacao 1-0 and El Salvador beats Honduras 2-0, then Jamaica would finish second in the group. If Jamaica loses, that could be the end of the campaign, because Curacao will go to 6 points, which would leapfrog Jamaica, and El Salvador, remember, has 4 points. So anyhow they get a point at least against Honduras, Jamaica is going home. We haven't been knocked out of the first round of the CONCACAF Gold Cup since 2009. We don't want to see those days again. Not at all. The same way that we approached Honduras is a similar way that we can against Curacao. We use the width quite well and keep their backline on their toes. We can win this game. We certainly can. The reason why I'm being very cautious and vigilant about this game is because I've seen this team play live on numerous occasions. Before Curacao was the Curacao that they are today, who are going to be playing in League A of the Nations League and scoring goals for fun and beating US Virgin Islands and Guyana 14-0, and before all of that, I knew the genesis where they were coming from. And that plant is bearing fruit. They're such an unpredictable team right now in 2019. If we don't turn up, we're going home. If we do, we can spank them. We're the Reggae Boys. That's what we can do. Reggae Boys fans, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What are your predictions for Jamaica against Curacao? I said in the Honduras game, Jamaica 2, Honduras 1. It turned out 3-2. So, it was a similar sort of margin victory, a 1-goal margin victory. For Jamaica, El Salvador, what did I say? I said 2-0, I think. And the match ended 0-0. We didn't concede, so at least I got that part right. My prediction for this game. You ready? Jamaica 4, Curacao 3. Reggae Boys fans, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Is it going to be an easy push into the quarterfinals of the competition, or will it not be? And as well, remember what's going on in Group D. USA and Panama are going through already. If Jamaica finishes second, then we'll play the team that finishes first in Group D, which most likely is the United States. If we finish first, then we play Panama. So, every game from now, there's no margin for error for the Reggae Boys. Absolutely no margin for error. But we're Jamaicans, anything is possible, right? That's right, Damien Lowe. I know you're watching. I know you're watching. Yeah, Reggae Boy Damien Lowe goes on Instagram and Instagram story, and by the time he's on Instagram story, Instagram live, he's watching Reggae Boy's commentary, and I'm like, yo, big up. So respect. I know he's a loyal subscriber. Shamar Nicholson as well. Andre Blake subscribes to the channel as well. Quite a number of players actually that tune in. Alvas Powell as well. Kevin Lambert tunes in. Quite a number. Devo Orgil also tunes in. Nice guy, Devo Orgil. Remember what I said in the Honduras preview, that I think that Devo Orgil was the one to watch for the Reggae Boys in this tournament? 2 goals in 2 games. He could double that by the end of the weekend. Our Reggae Boys fans, don't forget to subscribe to Reggae Boys Commentary.